Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, I want to talk about the top weed stocks to buy this year. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you get anything in value, hit that like button and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask them down in the comments. And if you guys want to learn more about investing in the stock market, go ahead and check out my course. And you guys can use promo code dividends to get 50% off. So at least check it out. It's definitely worth it. We talk about fundamental technical analysis, taxes, dividends, REITs. We talk about it all. I'll put a link to that down below, so at least check it out. And guys, we have merch. We have anything from t-shirts, hoodies, fanny packs, everything. It's really, really cool. I'll put a link to that down below too. So now, marijuana stocks, here we come. Roll the intro. Let's go. Bam. So now me personally, I think that marijuana and weed stocks definitely carry a lot of short and long-term potential. The reason why I say short-term potential is because the famous Reddit site Wall Street Bets is now bullish on marijuana and weed stocks. And we all know what they did to AMC, to GameStop, and a lot of other smaller companies. Now they kind of turn their head and are headed towards marijuana stocks. So that site has millions of active users that go all in on any stock they choose. So I definitely think that now their head is towards marijuana. So we could definitely see a huge rise in stock price in the next couple of weeks. Now, yes, I do think that marijuana and weed stocks definitely carry a lot of long-term potential too, because there's a lot of health benefits with marijuana. So I think it's really, really interesting. And now the top three, here we come. Bam! Alrighty guys, so the very first stock here that I think definitely does carry a lot of long-term potential in the weed sector here is ticker symbol CGC. This is Canopy Growth Corporation. You guys can see that this stock is absolutely killing it, and we did get some major sell-off. And when a stock sells off, that brings a huge opportunity to invest here. The reason why is because you guys can see with this consolidation right in here, that's what you call an overall support line. And now it hit it and we did get some buying pressure. So I do think it's going to consolidate around the $40 mark. Not to mention, Canopy Growth did announce news that the company is going to be profitable by 2022. That's a huge thing for a company, so I definitely think there is so much upside potential with Canopy Growth in the next couple of years here. Now, another stock here that I think definitely does carry a lot of long-term potential is TLRY. Ticker symbol TLRY. You guys can see the absolute explosion in buying pressure over the past couple of weeks here. You guys can see we have lows here at $4, highs here at 77. Major sell-off here around the $30 mark. I do think a perfect strategy for a company like this would dollar cost average, so you can get a good average price for your shares and pretty much hold it for the long term. TLRY is working with multiple companies such as Budweiser to get cannabis infused beverages. I think that's a huge thing, especially when they're working with one of the largest beverage distributors in the United States. So looking at it with that huge sell-off, that brings what? Opportunity to invest. You guys can see the stock's down around 9.8% just today. And I do think there could be a possible little more sell-off here to probably around the $27 mark. But overall, this company does carry a ton of long-term potential here. Looking at the RSI, it's at a 42, so that's a pretty good investment because that's not overvalued, it's not undervalued, it's kind of right in that middle, which would be perfect here. Now, the third and final stock I want to talk about is Aurora Cannabis, ticker symbol ACB. You guys can see that this one is a little more volatile. Looking at it, you guys can see it did get sold off here pretty heavily, but it does have some overall resistance here at around 21. And one thing I like about this stock right now is when we did get that break above this 200 moving average line, that was a huge bullish move for a stock to do. When a stock's below it, you guys can see it just sells off. But once we get a break above it right in here, first of all, we get a huge squeeze, sold off, and now it really likes to use it as some overall support. So I do think for a one lump sum in a sizable investment, I think you guys could get in around $11. Even right now here at $12.60, it would still be a perfect strategy for the long term. Now, this company is one of the larger cannabis companies out there. And obviously with that, this company does have a little more long-term debt right now than I would like, but they do have a little bit of cash on hand, which is really, really good here. And the stock did fall around 13%. So I think that's a pretty good opportunity here. dollar cost average this one all day long too. And for one lump sum, I would try to look in and try to get in around $11 to $12 a share here. But if you guys want to invest and you just want to invest in the general sector of cannabis, I really believe a perfect strategy and a perfect ETF would be YOLO, ticker symbol YOLO here. You guys can see, one, we have a beautiful upward trend, a little bit of sell-off here, and it really likes to use this $26 mark as some overall support. And not to mention, when you invest in a cannabis ETF, you have a lot lower risk because it's diversified across multiple cannabis companies and marijuana stocks here. So if that's say you invest into a couple of stocks, you definitely carry a lot more risk than an ETF like this because it's diversified. And not to mention, it's a lot lower risk. So me personally, I think that if you are a beginner and you just want to invest generally in the cannabis sector, I think that YOLO would be a perfect investment for the long term. Not to mention, beautiful upward trend, diversified, and the expense ratio is very, very low here. But it does have some overall resistance here at around 35, support here at 26, but dollar cost average this one all day long. So these were my top marijuana and weed stocks and ETF that I would recommend for my investments. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, hit that like button and subscribe. If you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask them down in the comments. And if you guys want to learn more about investing in the stock market, go ahead and check out my course. It's definitely worth it. And don't forget to use promo code dividends to get 50% off. So we'll see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and especially right now, stay safe out there. Take care. Bam.